Hey, what's up, garden friends? Jeff here, Tropical Plant Party. How's everybody doing? I hope you're good. I'm great. Time to do a quick little plant haul. I just got in this order plants from Logee's. It's just a few different things. I've had people asking me about Logee's, and I've only ordered from them one time before. It wasn't the best experience. Basically, I ordered the plants in like February. There were some orchids. They sent me a cattleya that was packed in soaking wet sphagnum moss in February. So maybe I was just being a little bit too quick to judge there, but that's not the smartest thing to do. The cattleya ended up being fine though. I thought I'd go ahead and give this another try. Two of these, I'll just go ahead and jump right into that, are the Colocasia Gigantea Thai Giants, and I've actually had trouble getting these this year, so that's what kind of led me into doing this order, plus I had a few other things I've wanted for a while. So first off, I'm going to say things were packaged very, very well. Had, stakes in them to hold them up. There was extra stuffing, which I threw into this bucket over here, and then everything else so far is just kind of wrapped in paper. So I went ahead and I skip over the cutting things open and all that stuff, because I think it's more fun to get right into it. So let's do that. Let's get into it. I'll start with the elephant ears since we already talked about those. Alright, so underneath this tissue paper, we have this like rubbery, latexy type of paper. See, there's some shredded paper in there as well. So the soil seems to be held together really well, which is great. I have ordered from other places before where they just wrap the entire pot in packaging tape, and that is so annoying. It takes absolutely forever to get those unboxed and unpackaged, and you have to be kind of rough sometimes, which isn't great for the plant that's already stressed out. I mean, this was easy. Very easy. Overall, the plant looks good. Got a few growths on it. I mean, this is about what I expect for a Thai Giant. I'd say that's, it's average. And next up, hedychium, Tahitian Flame. All of these are probably going to be packed the same, so unless I see anything different, I'm just going to go ahead and unpack them real quick. Alright, and there we go. Now, the Tahitian Flames I've had trouble finding for a while. I have one. I wanted some more to trial for cold hardiness. Looking down here, it looks like these are fairly well-rooted rhizomes, so that's not bad. I like them. For the cost, I'd say I guess it's about right. I think they were $19.95. So the one thing I'll say is the pricing, I'll get to that later. Then also grab this Epiphyllum Whirlybird. This is actually a pretty nice hefty little plant for what, $12.95? I was kind of expecting for there to just be like one pad in a pot, one little rooted cutting. So I'm actually really pleased with that. The Whirlybird has really pretty pink flowers. I'll insert a thingy in there for everybody. And down here, a Passiflora Incense, which I actually did a spotlight video on last fall of 2017. It didn't come on this bamboo stake. I did that. It was just a loose stick in there, which seems a little bit risky, but vines are flexible, so I guess that's okay. That in there just to give it a little bit of support. For $15, I was kind of hoping for more than just a stick, but happy to have found it because, like I said, I've had trouble finding it. So, grabbed another one of those, and I still have my other one. I just wanted to get another one to put elsewhere because these smell so good. I wanted them spread all over the place. All right, so I have to say, overall, very satisfied. I like everything I got. The pricing, in my opinion, is a little bit high, particularly the elephant ears. Okay, those were $24.95, which usually they're between like $18.99 and $22, so it's not that far off. It's not horribly overpriced. Just I was expecting for $25, thinking maybe they would be a little bit bigger. It's okay. I'm just happy to have them, to be honest. But the main thing with the pricing is shipping. That's always one of my biggest complaints, pretty much any place I order from, because you have one standard option, which is 7 to 10 days. I personally don't like for my plants to be in a box for 7 to 10. It's not 7 to 10 days, sorry, 7 to 10 business days. Potentially 2 weeks. To me, that's too long for them to be in a box. They can survive it, obviously, but I would prefer if I'm spending that kind of money on them, if I'm spending $20 on a little ginger rhizome and $25 on a very small Colocasia, that I want them to get here as quickly as possible, so I had to upgrade to 2 to 3 day shipping, which was like $45. The regular shipping, I want to say, was either $28 or $35, so it wasn't really that cheap. It might have been $24, actually, because I had a lot more than this in my shopping basket. When I saw the shipping, I kept taking things out to bring it way down. Still, I like what I got. Seems kind of hefty price-wise for everything. So this is what I would call like a gardening treat, not like a place I would necessarily order from to get plants on a regular occasion. Maybe if you're just ordering one plant, it might be a lot cheaper. I don't really know. And Logee certainly is not alone on charging a lot of money for shipping. Most of the places I order from, the shipping is absolutely outrageous to get the plants to you in a timely manner. That's just my 2 cents on that. And real quick, you might be wondering why I've had a hard time finding these Thai giant elephant ears because they're seemingly common on the internet. Just a word of caution. You get on eBay, type in Thai giant elephant ear or Colocasia Gigantea Thai giant. The majority of those are not actually the Thai giant elephant ears. They might be Colocasia Gigantea, or they're more likely Escalante Jack's Giant, perhaps, or there are other varieties that get large and very similar looking. I've ordered from some of these people before just to check it out and kind of test it. And no, they're not the Thai giants. When they're sold as bulbs, that's one of the things about Thai giants. This plant, the Colocasia Gigantea Thai giant, actually takes multiple years to develop a bulb. Nobody's gonna sell a bulb from a plant that takes 2 to 3 years to be viable when stored dormant for like $12. I mean, think about it. It just doesn't make sense. It is not common that you're going to find this plant as a bulb, so be careful. Just email the people first and be like, hey, are you sure that's what this is? And I see a picture of the actual bulbs, because a bulb from an actual Thai giant is going to be massive, way bigger than a baseball, because they have to get very big before they start to produce a bulb. Typically, there's always exceptions, but generally, you're not going to find this as a bulb. And everybody else is just sold out of them, so yeah, that's all. My little rant disclaimer. Okay, hold on. That's not all. Anytime you get something in, I'm always curious what's going on inside of the pot. So let's have a look. In here, this is the passion flower. Fairly well rooted. Not what I would have hoped for the cost. This is one of the gingers. This one looks pretty good. You know, it's got a little bit of give to it, not overly rooted. You can still see the plug in there, and I noticed that with some of the other ones. You can still see the transplant, so they haven't actually established themselves that well into the pots. Not so far anyways, but I mean, this doesn't look that bad. Again, though, you can see that start. Okay, this is the Epiphyllum, and out of focus. This one was rooted surprisingly well. I was not expecting it to look this good. Even though you can't see it. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, that one's actually rooted in there really well. I would have expected that one to have the least amount of roots, but it looks pretty good. And then this is the elephant ear. I only pulled one of them out. Elephant ears do not like to have their roots messed with, so I just pulled the one out. But you can see it's rooted fairly well. And overall, the main thing here is that I actually really like everything I got, except for this scrawny little thing. But that's not unusual when you order a vine to get something that looks like that. Just, you know, expectations versus reality, or hopes versus reality, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do a lot of fun things with these. Why don't you guys let me know what your experiences have been with Logees, or just mail orders in general. What are some of your favorite places to order from? I have a few other plant haul videos that will probably be coming up in the next week or two, but really just one other place, and everything else is just like things getting planted, whatnot. Comment down below. I love talking to y'all, and let me know your mail ordering experiences. Hold on, Wen. Stay still. We're almost done. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps the video so much, and I really appreciate every single one of them. Subscribe as well. I do upload multiple times a week, and I'll put my social media stuff down below. All right, as always, everybody, hope you're doing well, and keep on growing. Bye.